There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center. Your sport, anytime.
CMSportsNet is made possible by Carroll Lynx, Carroll Indoor Sports Center, and Independent Car Service. The Central Maryland Sports Network is a programming service of the Community Media Center.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. October means spooky season to a lot of people, but to us, it's a host of big-time Carroll County High School matchups that we can't wait to cover. The fall season's picking up some steam. We'll break it all down and get episode 79 underway. It's Game On. And we kick things off with Week 4 football scores from around the Carroll County Athletic League. 3 low-scoring games in the league and a wild one in Uniontown that didn't go Francis Scott Key's way. Century, Man Valley, and Westminster all outlasting their opponents. Let's get right into some Week 4 highlights. Westminster at Liberty from last Thursday, and the Owls opened the scoring through the air. Rory O'Connor to Xavier Howard over the top of Liberty's defense for a 24-yard touchdown, and the Owls lead 7-0 after the PAT. The home team has a nice answer on the ensuing drive. It's a halfback toss from Andrew McGlynn. The freshman finds senior Stephen Puckett for a 39-yard touchdown. The extra point makes it 7-7. Liberty backed up as the rain falls down, but Sean Case, the quarterback, connects with Puckett for a huge play along the near sideline that moves the chains on 3rd and 19. The Lions give the ball back, though, to Westminster. The Owls pounce. Nick Comfort gets the handoff, and he is gone for a 79-yard touchdown run. No one touches Comfort as he heads into the end zone, but Liberty does respond before halftime. The score is 13-13 at the break. Now, a weather delay hits Eldersburg, but the game does resume. Here we are late in the fourth quarter. A late hit penalty helps Westminster start on the Lions' 25. O'Connor looks to throw, but takes it himself for a big run down the far side. 2 plays later, O'Connor on a slant pass to Braden Troop. It goes for a 9-yard touchdown and the go-ahead score for the Owls in the final seconds. Last gasp here for Liberty. The pass is going to be incomplete, and the Owls notch another road win, 19-13. All right, up to the stable in Manchester for Man Valley Winners Mill from Friday night. Midway through the first quarter, Austin Denning from 14 yards out, quarterback keeper. Lions are on the board, 6-0. Man Valley's Ryder Fenner here with a 34-yard field goal that splits the uprights, and it's a 6-3 score with halftime approaching. The Mavs get the ball back before intermission and dive deep into the playbook. Bo Snell completes to Walter Salee. Salee laterals to Connor Stack, who takes off down the sideline for a 64-yard touchdown. The trick play works to perfection. Man Valley leads 9-6 at the break. One more look at this play here. Salee's knee almost touches the ground there before he gives it off to Stack, and Stack goes the distance. The Falcons don't throw much, but here's a completion from Denning to Evan Catania. It's going to go over the middle for 18 yards and a first down in the fourth quarter. That was on 3rd and 10, so a nice play there from Big Mill. This sequence here is a little wild. This punt is going to be from Man Valley. Snap hits the ground. They do get the punt away, and the end result There's going to be a loose ball recovered by the Mavs after it goes off the Winners Mill return man. A big swing late in this game. Manelli with the ball late in the fourth quarter, and Stack caps his big night with a second touchdown run. This one from 23 yards away as he weaves his way through the defense. The Mavericks can celebrate as they get the win at home. All right, to the Castle in Eldersburg now for South Carroll Century. And the first big play goes to the Cavaliers. Ryan Stankiewicz with an interception into Knights territory. Century gets the ball back in a hurry, though. Wilson Carter keeps his eye on this pass, and it's a pick for the home team on homecoming. The Cavs stop Century on fourth down near midfield and take advantage from there. Anthony Rodriguez with a 3-yard touchdown run. South Carroll up 7-0. The Cavaliers with a big play here on the second half kickoff. See Century fields the ball, makes the return. Eli Gassamia forces the fumble, and Justin Jones gets it on the hop. Cavaliers add to their lead after a bad snap and punt formation from Century. Braden Maslewski finds Jake Miller in the corner of the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown. The PAT is blocked, but South Carroll leads 13-0 in the third quarter. Century finally gets its offense going. Jake Dexter to DeLon Barnes for a 27-yard touchdown on a screen pass. Barnes finds pay dirt. The PAT makes it 13-7. Knights have it again. They go long for another fourth quarter score. Dexter to Will Koenig. A flag flies, but on third and long it goes for a 40-yard touchdown. Koenig breaks free. The PAT is wide left, though, after that, so we're tied 13-13. Late in regulation now, Dexter is going up top again. This time he hits Ethan Ashburn for a long pass down the sideline inside the 5-yard line of the Cavaliers. Huge play. With seconds to spare, it's Koenig with a 20-yard field goal, and Century pulls out a thrilling win. Final score from Eldersburg, 16-13. One more game from week 4, Francis Scott Key hosting Tuscarora, also homecoming for the Eagles. George Taku from close range, and the Eagles score first in this one, 7-0 Francis Scott Key. Key leads 10-6 and kicks off to Tuscarora, but the Titans come with a big play on the return. Bryson White's going to get it and return it down the sideline, and he gets free along his team's sideline, and it goes for a touchdown. White hits the end zone. Titans miss the 2-point try. They lead 12-10. Taku was banged up early in this game, but he returns on the field and he breaks free here, uses that speed, gets away for a 43-yard touchdown. Nice run from George. FSK back on top, 17-12. Key on offense again, another huge play for them. It's Taku again, this time up the gut for a 35-yard score. And the Eagles are back on top here, back and forth. It's 24-20. That one on fourth down, no less. All right, Tuscarora makes another big play. Landon Rosenberg up top to Naheem Johnson. He gets behind everybody on defense. Titans score on a 73-yard pass, and they take the lead 26-24 in the third quarter. After a botched kickoff gives the ball back to Tuscarora, the Titans are going to set up with short field, and their offense, it's back to work. They go in on this short run from Johnson. The visiting team leads now 32-24, and they go on to win this one and spoil homecoming 38-32, the final at Francis Scott Key. Carroll County football standings are next. The Owls and the Mavericks tied atop at 2-0. Century and Liberty with matching county and overall records, and more CCL action coming up this week. Time to check in on the stats leaders. Thanks to the coaches for submitting their stats to CMSportsNet. Century's Jake Dexter already closing in on 1,000 yards passing, and 4 quarterbacks have 4 or more touchdown passes through the air. Rushing leaders now, George Taku stays on top of the pack despite battling through those injuries last week against Tuscarora. Nick Confer not too far behind him, and Winners Mill QB Austin Denning still among the leaders. Receiving stats time, Century still with Will Koenig lead the way, and 5 teams represented on the leaderboard so far through 4 games. Defensive stat leaders, Braden Mazalewski putting up big numbers for South Carroll. Liberty's Danny Nelson with 4.5 tackles for loss so far. And 4 players with a pair of interceptions, Century's Clyde Barron, Big Mill's Austin Denning, Man Valley's Caden Murray, and Winters Mill's Isaiah Talkish. October brings a new month that gets us to week 5 of the regular season, so here are the games on tap for this coming Friday night. Century has the non-county matchup. North Hagerstown invades the Castle in Eldersburg. The longest standing rivalry in the county adds a new chapter, South Carroll hosting Westminster. We've also got FSK hosting Winters Mill and Liberty at home against Manchester Valley. CMSportsNet plans to bring you live coverage of all 4 home games from around Carroll County. Stay tuned for all the action from Century, FSK, Liberty, and South Carroll. Now let's check in with the Carroll Lynx and see how things are going in men's soccer, women's soccer, and volleyball. First up, some recent results. Some struggles right now for the men's, women's soccer teams as the Lynx look to get back on track and they hit the road for the next few weeks. Upcoming games for Carroll, soccer doubleheader out in Western Maryland on Thursday, and volleyball is back home. They return Saturday, take on Hartford and Beaver County in a tri-match. Be sure to tune in to cable channel 18 and follow along with all of our coverage of Carroll Lynx sports this fall. All right, time for a break. When we return, it's back to high school sports. We visit soccer and volleyball and unveil the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. Stick around, Game On is coming right back. Cable channel 18 is now home to CMSportsNet, your local channel dedicated entirely to Carroll County sports. Hi there, I'm Pat Stetson. From live game coverage and highlights to exclusive interviews and special reports, we've got you covered with high school football, plus boys and girls soccer, plus Carroll Lynx sports coverage and CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week, plus Game On, our weekly sports show. Did I say plus? Because we're not done yet. This fall, we're rolling out CMSportsNet Plus. It's a whole new way to catch Carroll County sports with more games and more excitement. The countdown is on, so stay tuned on details on how you can sign up.
Stir fry turned out fire last night. AI helped me figure it out. Just told her what I had in the fridge.
Are you telling me AI made you dinner?
I mean, it planned it. I still had to cook it, but it gave me the recipe in like 10 seconds. You can use AI to make a meal. No endless scrolling, just ask.
I saw your resume yesterday. It looks really good.
Yeah, AI helped me reword it, fix the layout, even suggested some stuff I forgot to include. You can use AI to clean up your resume and prep for what's next.
Okay, but what is this?
Oh, this shirt? AI can help you shop smarter too. I asked for breathable basics, 100% cotton, no marketing jargon.
No, your bicep.
This? ChatGPT workout plan, 3 weeks in. You can use AI too. We'll help you learn how. Give the Carroll Technology and Innovation a call at 443-244-1262. We'll help you learn some AI. Thank you.
Coming soon, it's CMSportsNet Plus, the home for high school game coverage. Every stadium, every gym, live and on demand. Soon, CMSportsNet Plus will be the home for Carroll County sports coverage. Stay tuned for subscription details. Get ready to be part of the network built for you. And don't miss a minute of the action. It's your team, your game, your network. CMSportsNet Plus.
Welcome back to Game On. Let's head inside now and get a heat check on some of Carroll County's volleyball teams. Let's take you up to Manchester, where Westminster faced the Mavericks on September 24th. The Owls win the first set 25-12, convincing fashion, and it comes on this point right here. After a good rally between the Owls and the Mavs. The Owls win the first set. Mavericks come back, though, and clinch the second set 25-23, and they're going to clinch it with a thunderous kill from Chloe Figuera. Third set action now. The Mavericks win this one. They go up 2-1 in the match. They take set 3, 25-17, and it's Chloe Schwang with the winner. So like I said, home team leads in the best of 5, 2-1. But the Owls win the next 2 sets, and they take the match in 5. The final tally comes from Westminster's Peyton Morrow after a rally between the two squads. And the Mavericks can't keep the volley going here eventually. And Westminster wins 3-2 for a Carroll County road victory. Stick with volleyball here. Winters Mill hosting South Carroll from last week. And the Cavaliers remain unbeaten in county play with a 25-16, 25-20, 25-16 win. Match point right there from Elena Murphy. The Cavs put together their 4th sweep of the season. All right, volleyball results now from around the county. Owls with a pair of county wins. Same goes for the Cavaliers, showing why they're the top 2 teams in Carroll right now. Speaking of the top teams, the latest county standings look. Some really good volleyball being played across the board. Mavericks and Falcons staying as close to the top as they can. Upcoming matches, Westminster at home to face Century and Liberty in the coming week. The Cavaliers go across town to face the rival Knights. The county race is heating up, and teams will be facing each other for the second time in the next few weeks. So stay locked in with CMSportsNet as we cover the Carroll County Athletic League. All right, time to head back outside and check in with Carroll County boys soccer. Winters Mill and Man Valley from Manchester last Thursday. The Falcons and Mavs endured some weather delays, but a takeaway here from the Mavs, Colin Lino, and he feeds Ben Phillips for the first goal of the night.
Goal, Mavericks, number 9, Benjamin Phillips.
Phillips scores again to make it 2-0, but Big Mill gets one back. Parker Berry comes into frame from the left side and gets into the box before he fires a shot into the net. A throw-in from the near side comes in by Ryan Salido, and the throw-in connects with the head of Lino, and Man Valley is up 3-1, late first half.
Goal, Mavericks, number 10, Lino Collin Jr.
More good stuff here, though, from Parker Berry, one of the top players in the county. He's going to get another goal. It's going to come in from the cross, and it's going to be off the head, and we are all tied up, 3-3. Early second half. Scoreboard says first half, but we are in the second half action here. Conditions getting a little worse as the night goes on, but the game plays on. Man Valley leads 4-3, but a cross finds Tyler William, and the sophomore finds the net for the Falcons. Another weather delay later in the evening, though, forces this game to finish in a 4-4 draw. All right, boys soccer action from Tuesday night at Ruby Field. South Carroll taking on Westminster under the lights. A throw in from the far side gives the Owls a good chance there, but Zach Anson cleans up the mess for the Cavaliers. Now Preston Wachewin with a booming kick from midfield. Cole Sutton is Johnny on the spot for South Carroll. A late first half goal, the Cavaliers lead 1-0. Into the second half we go. South Carroll tries to add to their lead, but Colin Messier makes the save for Westminster. Sutton's goal was a lone score of the night, though, and the Cavaliers hang on for a Carroll County victory. Girls soccer action now. Century taking on South Carroll from Monday at Parker Field. First minute, the Cavaliers a great look. Emily Zaguerre with a shot that sails a bit high. The nice strike in the 22nd minute. Century keeps the possession going here, and junior Riley Poe is going to come around with the ball at the top of the box and square up for a shot that finds the net. A nice shot from Poe. It's 1-0 for the Knights. Best chance here for South Carroll coming up. It's late in the second half. Mia Talley makes some nice moves, sends the ball toward the goal, but goalie Megan Talterville makes a diving stop, and Century hangs on for the CCAL win, their first of the season. Back up to Manchester Valley. Mavericks hosting Liberty on Tuesday. Lions going to take a 2-1 lead here on this shot from Brooke Gunsberg that gets past Mavs goalie Kelsey Greer. Mavericks tied up before halftime. This free kick comes in from the sideline, gets stopped by Maeve Reese But Lila Crestline stays with it, knocks in the loose ball for Man Valley. So it's 2-2 there, but Liberty leads 3-2 at halftime. Mavericks down by 1 here. Mackenzie Partridge gets a nice pass from Addison Meyer. Partridge does the rest, sneaks it into the corner. Back and forth we go at the stable. But the Lions save one more for the final minutes here. After this kick gets through, Maddie Jackson gets the through ball, and the freshman gets behind the defense, and she gives Liberty the lead with a nice finish. It stands for the game winner for the visiting team in an exciting county matchup. Boys soccer recent results now. The Falcons with a convincing win over the Eagles in the Battle of the Birds, and Liberty netted its first Carroll County win of 2025. Boys soccer county standings, Winters Mill on top without a loss to this point in the season. The Cavaliers already with 3 county wins and then a little bit of a logjam after that. Upcoming games to keep an eye on, reigning county champ Century visiting Big Mill on Friday, Lions and Eagles on Saturday afternoon, and then Westminster Liberty on Monday night. Boys soccer scoring leaders, a heavy dose of Man Valley and Winters Mill, and it figures after their 8 combined goals from their game last week. Century's first player joins the fray, Pantelis Primikirios. Switching over to girls soccer, recent results. Century, like I said, earned its first county win of the year. Winters Mill remains hot to start the 2025 season. Girls soccer county standings, you have the Falcons and Knights tied for first place. The Cavaliers and Liberty trying to hang in there as well. And some upcoming games on the pitch. Big on Saturday afternoon with Big Mill visiting Century in a fight for sole possession of first place in the Carroll County Athletic League. Girls soccer scoring leaders, plenty of Winters Mill and South Carroll players on the board. Expect some fireworks when those two teams are set to face off October 9th. All right, it is time for the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. We head over to Westminster High School for our first ever Volleyball Athlete of the Week selection. This senior helped the Owls with impressive defensive numbers in her new position. Time to find out who it is. All right, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Trinity Nelson. Westminster Volleyball, our very first Volleyball Athlete of the Week. Trinity, huge match as libero against Man Valley, 5-set win, and you guys got a sweep against Key. Talk about the Man Valley match. You had just come off that match against South Carroll that was 5 sets, and they got you on your court. How motivated were you guys to go up the road to Man Valley and get a big county win?
I think we were really motivated to beat Man Valley because it's been a while since we've beaten them, and then I think that loss against South Carroll really motivated us as well because they're like, oh, we know how to, it taught us how to persevere through tough teams, and then I think we had like a long talk after practice, after our South Carroll game, and we're just like, we got to come out strong, do our basics, stay focused, and if we do that, we got them. You're one of the leaders in the back row. You're also one of the captains, and obviously getting digs is kind of one of the jobs libero does. That's not an easy task, especially in Carroll County. There are a lot of big hitters in this county. How much do you work on just analyzing the opponent, making sure you've got the cross-court side covered? Obviously, you're working on that in practice, but if you take a lot of responsibility and be in that last line of defense, how much time have you put in, even away from practice, and just becoming a better libero? So honestly, I just started playing libero this high school season.
Okay.
And I think just because it's not my first time playing defense, so I think just like learning how to read the hitter, know how to be in my position. I think just in practice, because we have good hitters as well on the team.
Yeah.
So I think just starting like with those and just learning how to read them, and it's translating over to different hitters in the county.
I was going to say, yeah, learning that position is not an easy task, and enjoying it, for the first time. But that leads me to this. The season's gone really well for you guys. We're almost 1 month in. That's crazy to believe. We're almost into October. What's the chemistry like on this team? New coach and Coach Griffin, but some players back from last year, and obviously some players in new positions like yourself. It's all come into a pretty good first month. How are you guys feeling right now?
We're feeling great. It's wonderful. The team chemistry is great. We all love each other. It shows on the court. We play like a team, and it feels good out there.
Trinity, congrats on a great week. Good
Thank
luck
you.
the rest of the season.
Thank you.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes Bollinger Insurance. We're here for the home team. And by Freedom Federal Credit Union, recognizing excellence both on the field and in our communities.
Congratulations to Trinity Nelson, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. Be sure to follow along with CMSportsNet this fall and find out who we choose next. And that will do it for episode 79 of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. One more reminder, we've got Week 5 football coverage coming your way this Friday. We're planning on bringing you the home games at Century, Francis Scott Key, Liberty, and South Carroll, and 3 of those are inter-county matchups there on tap. Also stay tuned, we get closer to launching CMSportsNet Plus, a whole new way for you to consume local high school sports in Carroll County. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website, cmsportsnet.com. You can watch us on cable channels 18 and HD 1072, and be sure to follow us on Instagram, CMSportsNet Action, 3,000 followers and climbing. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time.
CMSportsNet is made possible by Carroll Lynx, Carroll Indoor Sports Center, and independent car service.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues, artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center, your sport, anytime.